Hi guys, welcome to Music Business Today, where we bring you the latest music business news.
Today we're going to be talking a little bit about what's going on at Bonaroo this weekend, some news about some upcoming bands and stuff coming through Nashville, and a little contest in the works, so stick around.
Bandwidth for today's show is brought to you by SoftLayer.com. We love SoftLayer here at Talkapolis. They are the greatest hosting company ever. They make everything easy. Check out their website at SoftLayer.com. Thanks again for sponsoring the show.
Talkapolis, the social media TV network for your city.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Music Business Daily. I'm Hannah.
And I am Kane. And today we've got a bunch of stories, starting off with the cancellation of a fantastic band at Bonaroo this year. It's Mumford and Sons, and it's under pretty drastic circumstances. The bass guitarist actually went in and had to receive some emergency surgery due to discovering a blood clot on his brain, which was pretty incredible. So, but there is fantastic news for everyone else who is going along to attend the concert, because there is a stand-in who we'll talk about soon. But I mean, super disappointing for, I guess, all the fans, but so lucky that he is okay. They've cancelled a bunch of other stuff.
Oh yeah, great that they caught it in time, you know, before it could turn into anything worse than what it is.
Absolutely, it's incredible. The good news is it's only the bassist. It's not like it's the...
Well, I mean, it's not like the whole band, but good news. I wouldn't really say that's good news. On a lighter note, you know, it was only one person, but I mean, good to know he's doing well. I think that's kind of cool that the band decided to take the time off and just be in support of him.
Absolutely, and of course for them, I mean, it is, for them, it must be a difficult decision, because they are kind of really, you know, skyrocketing.
They're at the top of their game right now,
Absolutely. So, and Bonaroo is a massive place to play now. It used to be just this little humble thing down in Manchester,
like
Tennessee.
80,000 people or something crazy like that.
It's a big deal over 4 days, and to have the Saturday night gig. I mean, I went there and we saw some phenomenal people like, you know, Stevie Wonder and the likes.
I was there that year. Oh, he was wonderful. He was really great. That was my favorite.
So, but good news on who is taking the spot.
Good news. Jack Johnson is actually going to be filling in for them. So all you people that were bummed that Mumford & Sons isn't going to be playing Saturday night, Jack Johnson will now be filling that spot. So you'll still get some great music, still kind of has that vibey feel to it. I love Jack Johnson. When I heard that, I was kind of bummed that I'm not there. I'm like, can I just get a ticket for Saturday night, maybe? But yeah, so Jack Johnson will be there. He will be filling in. On such short notice, that's awesome that he was able to just jump in there and
it is really cool. I'm surprised actually that he wasn't playing at that event to begin with, which is strange to have so many people, and that would so suit his type of music. And the other thing I was surprised about, to be honest, was the fact that Mumford & Sons actually were headlining on Saturday night, because they are big and they're doing really well, but just, for me it was an interesting
They played there,
choice.
2 years ago, and they played on the... What stage? Which stage? I believe.
Well, I mean, that happens all the time. Kings of Leon were another one. I mean, I think the same year that you and I were obviously both there, Kings of Leon played on the main stage, and they said the same thing. They'd come from obscurity way back in one of the back stages and sort of struggled to have that local crowd even there to be playing the main stage. So it's really good. But again, for everyone who's at Bonaroo or heading to Bonaroo,
enjoy yourselves. Be safe. Enjoy
safe.
The shows.
It's a good place to be.
Drink
really
lots of water.
On a completely different note, it is incredibly hot there always, isn't it? There's a massive sort of talk about how people can get other people in the music community to try and get into Facebook and start to like their page and all that sort of stuff, so you can get a two-way conversation going, because it's incredibly difficult to do. And as a musician, I know, and you as an actress, it's difficult to get people to come into your world. And so there's some really clever ways that people are doing that. And Hunter Hayes is one of those people, and he's teamed up with Martin, who has been endorsed by anyway, but they're teaming up and they're running a Facebook competition. But there's some cool elements to it, because what they're saying is the lucky grand prize winner is going to win a guitar, which is a given, and they're going to get 6 months worth of strings, which is also kind of a given as well. But the way that they're sort of making multiples of these Facebook likes is if you go and like either Martin's page, Hunter's page, or Martin's Strings page, then you get into the running, and you can enter as many times as you like. But then if if I was
Well, really, you can only enter 3 times.
Well, I don't know how it happens. It says here more than once. But then it must be how they calculate it on the back end. But if I say to you and recommend for you to go and like those pages, then I get to enter 19 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a really cool way to do it. So you kind of spread the word so you've got more and more chances rather than just a normal competition of pressing like and winning like a Kroger card.
Yeah. I won one of those contests one time on Facebook for some group where, I don't know, I was supposed to win something. They never gave me my prize. It was kind of depressing.
Well, let's hope that Martin and Hunter get together and
I'm
hand out
sure
the
they
prize.
will.
But isn't it? It's a massive deal for people to be able to try and get people to come into their world. So a really clever idea of the way that they're doing it. And, at Talkapolis, we've got a couple of tricks up our sleeve for that coming up too, which we'll let you
Guys
in on in
around.
the few weeks. What's next?
Well, okay, so apparently New Jersey has passed a ban on baggy pants.
I like it.
And
I think the fist pump should have gone first, though. Don't you?
Well,
and the fake tan. Of all the things they're going to ban first in New Jersey.
fake tan is struggling. Yeah, there should just be a ban across those orange tans across the board.
Yeah, Oompa Loompa.
Anyways, so there's actually The Game and several other rappers you're awful, are actually speaking out against it, saying that it's a racist thing to pass a ban on sagging your pants and that using very choice words that shouldn't be allowed, basically.
Well, they're kind of categorizing themselves when they say, I mean, that is absolutely outrageous to say.
Yeah.
They're kind of trying to put it into a specific demographic, and I imagine African Americans are the only ones they're saying that are walking around with baggy pants, and that's why they're getting picked on. But let's be honest here.
Is it? I mean, it's not only African Americans that are walking around with saggy pants. No. You know, it does tend to be more of a specific demographic, you know, just like you have like the hipster crowd.
Well, I know someone did say, which I thought was incredibly interesting, that if it was females walking around with their underwear hanging out all the time, it would be...
That would be so messed up.
I know, it would be
so why is it fair for guys to walk around with their underwear showing all the time?
That was the first time I always thought, this is just ridiculous and it's stupid because pull your pants up, like, you know, grow up.
Oh, I have this one guy I give a hard time every time I see his underwear, although he tends
and they
to wear
also
bright colors.
They have to actually walk around holding their pants up so they
Which doesn't make any sense. If you're going to sag, okay, fine, sag a little bit, whatever. You want to show off your underwear.
When someone said to me that, imagine if it was a female walking around with a thong hanging out the back and two big cheeks. That.
I've seen that.
From time
That's
to time.
really awful.
If it was
You
a
don't want to
fashion
see
trend
that.
and this was the way, I mean, it would be an outrage. So I can see. I think it's fantastic.
I can see. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with it. I'm not going to sit here and say that I agree 100%, because in a sense, they're kind of telling people how to dress.
That's true.
You know, so I can see the disagreement there. But I don't think it's necessarily meant to be racist. It's meant to be just like an across-the-board respect.
It's kind of typical, I think, of that demographic.
Yeah.
Just banging that drum unnecessarily again. But New York, as we know, like they've had zero tolerance on a lot of things, including crime and all that sort of stuff, and it's just cleaned the city up. So I say go for it. I'm on their side. I think it's a really cool thing. Moving along, and to an old band who definitely, if their pants are falling down, it's just because they've left their braces at home, and it's the Beach Boys. They are releasing a 6 CD box set titled Made in California, which, I mean, they're releasing it through Capitol Records, and there's a bunch of cuts that hadn't been released prior to that they're going to stick in and do a bunch of different things. 50-plus year career these guys have had.
Which is awesome.
It's incredible. And I mean, this is the sort of thing I think that you know, I can see a father or a grandparent saying, child, you must listen to this if you want to know anything about music and sit down and get on with it.
Yeah.
But that's cool. And I guess it's another way that people are trying to combine and sell music, because we know, as we talk about on this show all the time, the way that music is now purchased is completely different, and so a really good way is to box it all together and charge a little bit more. So are you going to race out and buy it? No.
No.
Okay.
If I had the extra $50 laying around to race out and buy it, I would not mind owning it.
That's true.
But
So you're going to steal it, download it for free, is that what you're saying?
No, I don't steal music. I don't steal stuff. I'm an actress, so I'm like really hardcore about honoring the industry and
I love it.
Buying things and actually supporting an artist versus just getting things for free. Like, I think that's just a cheap mindset of our generation.
Yeah.
Is they feel like they're entitled to things for free. Like, they don't consider all the people and things that go into making an album, making a movie. Like,
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a whole nother soapbox. So to end us today, I don't know how many of you guys listen to Curos. I personally love them. A really good friend of mine introduced them to me several years ago, but they are finally coming back to Nashville. They're doing a U.S. tour. They have 2013 tour dates for their new album that is getting released, I believe, in a couple days. I don't know why I'm asking you.
Well, that's right. Just to tell you guys at home, I had never heard of this band before, and just before we went on air, Hannah whipped out her iPhone and started to play it, and I can tell you it's pretty cool because it's so cinematic. You're exactly right.
Really
She was
is,
just trying to explain to me that it sounded like a movie score every time you heard it, and it is. It's mood music that you could definitely party along to. So.
Yeah, well, they're doing a tour that's going to be complete with an 11-piece live band and their new material off of their new album. But they're going to be playing at the Woods at Fontanelle on September 27th.
And you're excited.
I'm very excited. The pre-sale tickets are already sold out. I was a little bummed about that. But the regular general admission tickets, those go on sale on the 22nd of this month. So I'm not sure exactly what time, but if you're wanting to get tickets to that, I would recommend getting on. First thing, I'm going to hate myself for saying this because my friend's getting on and getting us tickets first thing, so hopefully there's still tickets. But, I mean, they're a great band. If you've never heard of them, look them up. Great music, very cinematic, and... yeah, and then...
It's really summer music. It's really cool. It'd be cool to go. Great venue to have them, I think, and just to chill out and listen to this really cool music. But last and not least, we're going to do a little bit of a different thing now on Music Business Today. And we're going to talk about a local artist. And the local artist today is Casey Timmer. And I talk about him because I know him well. But fantastically... Casey has been able to sign his first publishing deal, which in this climate, it's absolutely incredible. And he has worked tirelessly, and I mean tirelessly like so many musicians, but just never given up. Beautiful wife Michelle's always been so supportive. Aww. But he posted on his Facebook, that he was so exciting, and he'd been waiting to tell everyone about it, and he can finally say that he's proud to announce he has signed his very first publishing deal with Blue Guitar Music here in Nashville. And he's looking forward to writing his first #1. So congratulations to him. We'll put some links up for you guys to be able to perhaps get on and see some of his music and that sort of stuff. But we're definitely going to continue to do a Nashville spotlight on an artist or something that's going on or even an actor or anything that we want to do to try and promote this local crowd that is so fantastic. But that is all we have time for today, and as mentioned, you can find us all over the internet, Facebook, and we've got a fantastic Talkapolis app.
Your phone, I don't know where my phone went. I lost it somehow in the process of this. But there's a phone app, you can download it on there, watch it. Twitter, find us on Twitter, find us on Facebook.
And we're all on it, so if you want to catch up with anything that we're doing, of course, come and find us at Talkapolis or
feel free to, message us, email us if you have something you want to hear about. Absolutely. We'd love to hear feedback from you and talk about that stuff.
But until then, have a fantastic weekend. Be safe at Bonaroo if you're there, and we will see you next week.